Being yourself is having that confidence to embrace who you are. I'm originally from California. It was my older brother, me, and then my younger sister. We grew up in what people would classify as ghettos, so it really took a heavy toll throughout my life. Growing up in California, we're very diverse, but that doesn't mean that people don't look at you in the wrong way. Growing up in my school, I realized no matter how hard I tried, I always ended up with poor grades. So it always brought a sense of feeling dumber than the rest of the kids. It's not simply because of what I did, it's just because of how I looked.
Being a Black woman, you certainly show up in spaces where you know you have to potentially adjust the way you look, the way you sound, the way you're acting. You certainly have an insecurity when it comes to hair or whether or not your colors or your clothes are too loud. Am I speaking correctly? We often call that code switching, and I think that that's something that we have to learn how to do in order to survive. Not allowing someone to show up as their full self at work is physically and mentally draining. When you think about being in a role where you're expected to produce, but then also having this need to speak the right way or show up the right way, am I being as productive as I really could be?
I was raised by a single mom. She just instilled in us great values and determination and just never giving up. I went to grad school and did all those things. And so before I knew it, I was actually a social worker. I've been passed over for promotions, even though I was highly educated. It hurts because you feel like you have to almost carry your degrees and your education in your pocket. I just felt like, eventually, I guess I'll just be the frontline social worker till I retire, Coming to Blue Shield and being here in a short amount of time, they saw my skill set, they saw my knowledge, they saw all that I could present in regards to medical social work. And then I was allowed the opportunity to interview for a managerial position, and that's where I'm at now.
I grew up in Hayward, California. That's kind of where it all began in terms of a diverse friend group. We would play hopscotch, double dutch, and ride our bikes for hours and hours. 1988 was the year that I was supposed to graduate from high school, but didn't graduate from high school because I had gotten pregnant. If you were to look at the statistics of an African-American young girl getting pregnant at the age of 18, having a baby at 19, parents are divorced, her life is in shambles, she didn't finish high school, I'm not supposed to be here. Everything was chaotic everywhere, all around me. But I remember the people in my life. With the support system that I had, I did the first thing that I never thought that I would do, and that was actually leave my job so that I could finish school. When people don't have resources, we shouldn't frown at them. We shouldn't look down on them. We need to help them. And I feel like that is my life's call. And that's why I do what I do.
I'm a part of the Black Employee Network. What we do is more celebrating Black excellence, but also showing that we're not any different.
I became one of the 4 chairs of the Black Employee Network in 2017, and I was responsible for the community outreach pillar. We've worked with the homeless, organizations like Hands for Hope. We've supported STEM programs across the state, like Black Girls Code.
Part of my interaction since joining is to just attend all of the robust learning sessions. Because again, when you are other at work, it's one thing to be a part of a community, but it's another to join an ERG that really supports your continued learning.
When you're in one of those ERGs, it just helps you to just feel like, wow, these people can understand me too. I feel more comfortable. I feel like I can show up as my authentic self.
Having ERGs is just extremely important to just making sure that people can be their best selves at work.
What the Black Employee Network has done for the employee base, it just encourages me when I'm actually able to be an encouragement to someone else. The things that I do them intentionally and unapologetically. I love me. I didn't love me before, but I love me now. And I didn't think I was gonna tear up. But yeah, I love me now.
As we grow in our lifetime, we take something from each person that we meet. So as we are growing in this world that is continuously learning how to be diverse, how to be more inclusive, accepting one another without looking at just what's on the outside, but really looking what's on the inside. I think overall, we could grow together.